Hi, hi. Thank you for watching. My name is Shula Haber, and I'm very grateful to be doing this project with Melissa. And she and I agreed that it would be best that I discuss interventions. And I will just start with a little personal story that I had an eating disorder when I was between the ages of 19 and 20. And thankfully, even though I was quite isolated from my friends and family living in a small town in southern Vermont, I had dropped out of college. I was in an all women's college in my hometown of Oakland, California. And that might have been actually when the eating disorder started, was in college. I was not happy there. Um, and I ended up going back east to live in southern Vermont, where I had completed my senior year of high school the previous year, and I loved it there. And I decided I was going to pay my own way and work full time and go to community college at night and give up this prestigious university education um, so that I could not have to listen to the abuse or psychological abuse from my father and to just kind of, tough it out. And I developed an eating disorder during that year with nobody really around to hold me accountable for it. I was binging and purging. I had never grown up seeing that behavior in my friends. However, I did see binging, and my mother was an alcoholic and she overate quite a lot, sweets and so forth. She never really paid the price until much later in her life when she passed away of lung, brain, and bone cancer, just due to all the different addictions and things she had. But I did witness the binging, and then I developed the purging disorder, part of it, in addition to that. And I was lucky enough to see a flyer for a 12-step group and for Overeaters Anonymous. And I went and I sat in and I listened to the women tell their stories. And it had a life-changing effect on me. Thank God, luckily I was young enough that I was able to, and I wasn't emaciated to the point of having to be hospitalized. It could have been much, much worse. But I will say that 12-step group was incredibly powerful. And I stopped the behavior relatively quickly. I had other, you know, issues to work out because of trauma and abuse in my childhood and having had no therapy as a child. But I worked through it and I got through it and I got the help that I needed. And it was because of that 12-step group. So I'm definitely a big advocate of 12-step interventions and even just going with a friend. I had a cousin once that taught me an amazing strategy. She actually had a roommate in college who had anorexia. And she told the roommate that she needed help with a problem. Would the roommate come with her to the 12-step meeting? So she made it sound like it was her problem and not her roommate's problem. And she lovingly was able to inspire her roommate to come in support of the roommate that did not have an eating disorder. And somehow she was able to open her roommate's eyes that she needed help.